The candle that never goes out. I found it in a dusty corner of a thrift shop. That smelled like mildew and regret. It wasn't supposed to be open that late. But the door creaked open when I tugged. No one greeted me. No music. No cashier. Just rows of forgotten things. The candle sat alone on a shelf. Thick green wax sealed inside a glass jar. The label, yellowed and brittle, was tied around the neck with a string of coarse twine. There were only 6 words, burn only if you want to see them. I thought it was a Halloween gimmick. I was bored, and I had a few bucks in my pocket, so I bought it. No one was at the counter. But as I turned to leave, the register beeped, and a receipt printed itself. The total read paid in full. At home, I lit the candle that night. The flame sparked with a strange hiss, like it was exhaling. Instead of the warm orange I expected, the flame was pale and bluish green. Like gaslight, it didn't flicker with the air, it resisted it. That's when I noticed something was wrong with the shadows. They didn't fall the way they should. They pooled. They stretched against the corners of the room, climbing up the walls like spilled ink in reverse. I reached out to snuff the flame, but it wouldn't go out. Not when I blew. Not with water. I even covered it with a glass. Watched it burn in a sealed jar with no oxygen. Still flickering. Still there. That night, I saw the first one. I was brushing my teeth. I looked up from the sink, and there he was, standing in the mirror behind me. Not a reflection. A man, pale, expressionless, wearing my old army jacket. The thing is, I never served. When I turned around, the bathroom was empty, but the candle, which I had left in the living room, was sitting on the sink, still burning. Over the next few days, they became more frequent. Figures in corners, faces behind windows, a woman humming in my closet, a child crouching beneath the table, eyes wide, mouth sealed shut with black stitches. They never moved, they just watched, and the candle never burned down. Not an inch. On the 4th night, I tried throwing it away. I wrapped it in a pillowcase, and took it to a river 2 miles from my apartment. I watched it sink. I came home. The lights were off when I entered. My apartment was quiet. Then I smelled the wax. It was sitting on my kitchen counter, dry, intact, lit. Last night I woke up with no memory of falling asleep. My feet were dirty, like I'd been walking barefoot through soil. The candle was in my hand. The flame burned upside down from the base of the jar, curling toward the lid. On the wall across from my bed, something had been written in soot. You lit the way. Now see where it leads. Tonight, they're closer. They don't stay in the corners anymore. They sit on my furniture, watch me eat. One of them leaned in while I was typing this and whispered, "When the wax is gone, you're ours." But the candle hasn't melted. It never melts. It never goes out. And I think that's the point.